right, good morning, viewers all over the world. Here with me is Mr. Raphael. Mr. Raphael, let me have your reaction. Over the weekend, Oge Nkere went to meet a congressman in the United States of America for them to have a meeting in the House to do with the Nigerians here, especially the Christian in the southeastern part of the country. So the congressman invited Oge Nkere to come and speak on behalf of the BIafrans. Now, my question is, Dr. Ngozi Orabueze have been saying that she is the Deputy Prime Minister of the United States of Biafra, but Oge Nkere said he is the acting Prime Minister of the Biafra government in exile. Now the question is, Dr. Ngozi Orabueze was not invited in that very meeting, but was Oge Nkere that was invited? Let me have your reaction on that.
They are doing the needful. That is Biafran government in exile, and the Prime Minister of Biafra in exile is Simone, who is having issue with Finland government. And I think within a period of a month plus now, Ekpa is going to be free. He will move freely in Finland, freely anywhere in Europe, freely anywhere in the world. That is when he actually has secured his, let me say, liberty. And again, Oge Nkere is an acting PM, let me say, vice. I don't know to understand. And that is good. It has not spoiled anything. Because when the PM is not around, the overall PM is Ngozi Orabueze. And when Oge Nkere was invited by the House, I mean the congressman, he actually honored the invitation. He went there and stated clearly the injustice meted out to the Igbos since 1966 till date. And I believe that most of the congressmen who have come of age in the House in America there are much conversant with the story Oge Nkere was about to tell them there. They actually know it before. So if you tell me they're just trying to give him an attitude test as an interview, or as, to give him press conference or to give him audience, it's an attitude test. The United States of America we're talking about, most of the Nigerian authors, they wrote books on how Biafran war was fought. In many circles, in various areas, those books were banned by federal government of Fulani or Nigeria. But today, I tell you that I read books like Making of an African Legend, Frederick Forsyth, Chukwuemeka, my friend, Frederick Forsyth, Sunset at Dawn, Chukwuemeka Ike. Listen and listen good. All these books were not banned in the United States of America. There are many videos alike. All these videos were banned by Nigerian government, but these countries like Canada, United States, these videos on Biafran war, how the war was fought, were not banned by these countries. All right. So what I'm trying to tell is that America is so conversant with Biafran story. They actually know what is transpiring, what is going on now here currently, that Islamization process through sex evangelism by what? Fulani herdsmen incursion in various parts of the southeastern Nigeria. It is going on, and the Americans are conversant with how Fulani herders are killing farmers who are Christians in southeastern Nigeria, in south Nigeria, in Niger Delta, which is still are Igbo people, and they are all Christians. Igbo people are still the occupants of south. I will name the states: Cross River, Akwa Ibom, Bayelsa, River State, Delta States. Edo State, Anambra State, Ebonyi State, Enugu State, Imo State, Abia State, and so on and so forth. These are Igbo states, and this is where the Fulani incursion has been so incessant, repeatedly. Every year, they killed, they mime, they at least,
All right, Mr.
He had people in these regions.
He said, she said, all right. He said the invitation of Oge Nkere was kind of an aptitude test.
Yes, it's an aptitude test.
All right. My question, this is my follow-up question.
Because Americans know everything about Biafra.
Yes, that
what is going on?
Oge Nkere was the only one invited, as I said before. Dr. Ngozi Orabueze was not invited. Number one is that all the congressmen, they are at the site of Oge Nkere.
Yeah.
The lobbyists at the site of Oge Nkere. The attorneys at the site of Oge Nkere. The men at home, they are also at the site of Oge Nkere. So who and who are on the site of Dr. Ngozi Orabueze?
Ngozi Orabueze has done his job during the Biafra inauguration. You see how she was, the one that actually made everything happen successful there at St. Zibelos Square in Lahti, Finland. So he was doing her job then as the Biafran Prime Minister vice to Biafran Prime Minister. That's Simone Ekpa. And Oge did well. She has discharged her duty internationally, locally.
Orabueze, right?
Yes, Orabueze, so competently. I don't know what to understand.
So it's high time because she has done her own duty.
She has done her job.
Her job was
too
for
well.
her to just stood by, make that very ridiculation of United States of
Very
Biafra.
successful.
Then after that, she now have to take a back seat, allow the likes of Oge Nkere to lead.
And that is what is going on now.
And though there'll be a lot of speculation that Oge Nkere is not actually the acting prime minister, and Oge Nkere cannot lead. In fact, they say Oge Nkere is a saboteur, and majority, yes, according to the report, that Dr. Ngozi Orabueze will be able to instigate a lot of people against Oge Nkere. Do you believe, do you thought that same line that really Oge Nkere does not have that capacity to lead as a leader? Because I believe that Oge Nkere is holding this very position for either Nnamdi Kanu or Simone. But Dr. Ngozi Orabueze said no, that she is the right person to occupy that very position because she is the deputy prime minister. And Oge Nkere can say no, Oge Nkere is the acting prime minister. So, Rav, I want to just educate our viewers on the right person to follow. So, what is your take at this very controversial statement by Oge Nkere and Dr. Ngozi Orabueze?
Well, I was of opinion that when I was in school in the 80s, there was a time we had a principal in place in the high school that I attended anyway. That was my post-primary school. A principal was in place. A vice principal was there from Nteje, Mr. Nnelli. Then Mr. Rebunem from United States, another vice principal. You know what happened? He did not breed any bone of contention or bad blood among the Nando community high school where I went to as a student. Do you know what happened? We started having another principal, AAP. The overall principal then was Mr. Obi. After Mr. Obi died, Mr. Edwin Okwanaso from Obunike, then Orebunemu from Amegbenenando, and Mr. Nnele from Teje. They become vice principal. This one become vice principal. We have another principal, and we carry on with our academic life or session. And we actually did well as students of Nando High School. I was one of the brightest students there. And let me tell you, currently what is going on with Oge Nkere and Ngozi Orabueze is what? Another vice PM of Biafra. Are you listening to me? I am not coming here to bring bad blood or to create bone of contention between Orabueze and Nkere. No. Orabueze is doing his job. He's doing too well. Nkere is doing his job. He is doing too well. I don't see Biafrans fighting themselves as people that have sense. We are now coming to establish one of the strongest country in science and technology on the continent of Africa. We shouldn't be fighting ourselves, dividing ourselves when we had barely gotten to our Canaan land. I don't support division. I don't support fighting. I've never in my time given my media time, journal time, commenting on Biafra, dividing Igbo people. I have never done that. Nkere or Orabueze, they are strong. As strong as eagles, as powerful as lions. Two of them are together. Anybody that is bringing fight into this Biafra agitation, I see you as what? A castrated human being. You are an ostracized fellow.
Yes.
They are one person. Biafra should not be a laughing stock. People that are bringing division, they have failed.
Let's really be very serious in this very case. Don't you think that it is the high time that the two camps come together and work with the same energy, positive energy, because it seems as if there's a division, and the enemy in quotes will use that division to make sure that it continue. The enemy will make sure that the division continue to exist in order for it to penetrate and take over the Biafra agitation. Don't you think it's high time that each party should bury their pride and come together and work for the sole purpose of the United States of Biafra, or the sole purpose of Biafra government in exile, which other one? Both Oge Nkere camp and Dr. Ngozi Orabueze camp should come together for the sake of the Biafrans. Because as I'm speaking to you now, there's serious division between those two camps. What would be your advice?
Do you know my advice? Nigerian, not even Nigerians, Biafrans in diaspora and Biafrans homeland should exercise patience until when the eagle lands. Everybody knows the eagle I'm talking about. If the eagle is landed, I think everybody will come together. When the owner of the house is not around, that is how the house is become divided. And the kind of person I am and the kind of faith I have in Biafra, nobody taught me, nobody nurtured me. I like what Nnamdi Kanu is doing. If you listen to my analysis, I didn't say this person told me. I didn't say this person. What I read about Biafra, the stories our uncles tells us anyway, told us in the past, actually contributed. The one our mothers told us actually contributed. Then I joined together with what I read about my country, my Prince of Africa, Biafra. So what I'm trying to say is, Okere, Orabueze, they should come together now before the eagle is landed. Because when the eagle comes and find out that our house is in this kind of division, the eagle will not be happy with everybody. I rest my case here. I don't talk against anybody. All my Biafrans, fellow agitators, I follow them along. Oge Nkere, Orabueze, bury the hatchet. Come together as one. A house divided doesn't last, and no progress can actually come in there.
Thank you, Mr. Rab. It's a very fine place to live in.